Good evening, my friends, or should I say, my frenemies. Now, let's talk about our dear friends across the aisle, the Republicans. You know, the folks who believe climate change is just a fancy way of saying Mother Nature's hot flashes. And speaking of Mitch, isn't he a fascinating creature? The man's face hasn't moved since the Reagan era. Seriously, I've seen more animation in a tax code. But let's not forget Ted Cruz, the guy who looks like he's perpetually auditioning for a reboot of the Munsters. And then there's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Bless her heart. She's like a walking conspiracy theory. I half expect her to burst into the chamber, waving a QAnon flag, yelling, "The pizzas are coming!" Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Literally. The GOP mascot. You know, the one that symbolizes strength, wisdom, and giant piles of manure. I mean, Republicans claim they're all about fiscal responsibility. But honestly, their budgeting skills are about as reliable as a magic 8-ball. It says outlook, not so good. And health care? Republicans want to repeal the Affordable Care Act because nothing says compassion like leaving millions uninsured. It's like saying, hey, America, fend for yourselves. But here's a tax cut for the top 1%. And don't get me started on the Supreme Court. Votes were never so cheap or convenient. Thanks, Clarence, for your impeccable leadership. We're making a lot of money, guys. In conclusion, my friends, let's remember that unity doesn't mean we all agree. It means we can still share a laugh. Even if it's at the expense of our political opponents,